Hello, everybody. I thought today that we should read the Holy Bible, to, get some more culture in us, an important message maybe for all of us. We need to learn something once in a while, right? Instead of play games. So today, let's go ahead and read the Bible, and we'll start with Genesis. And in the beginning there was Castlevania. What's that doing there? That's right. For today, we're gonna try Castlevania, Nocturne of the Moonlight. Let's check it out. So, most people know this game as, Castlevania Dracula X, Symphony of the Night. And while that's actually a good title, Symphony of the Night, one of the more famous Castlevania games, that's actually not its real name, believe it or not. This is called Dracula X Nocturne in the Moonlight. Now, honestly, Symphony of the Night is a pretty cool title, to be honest, so I have no complaints about it, but still, I'm not a fan of game renaming. So this comes with a music collection CD and this really cool art book that that came with the case. I don't know about the American release, what was included, but I wanted to show what was included in the Japanese release of the game, and so that people could see, because maybe they haven't seen it before. But I'll probably be referring to it as Nocturne in the Moonlight, because that is its real name that it was born with. But this is Symphony of the Night, and the reason we're doing this one, the Japanese version, is because the English one is legendary for terrible voice acting.
Die, monster!
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets!
I mean, it's just cringe-worthy, terrible. But the Japanese version is actually pretty awesome. It's got some very cool voice acting, well done. And there's also a hidden J-pop song in this version, which was removed from the English release, of course. And there's this comic. There's even a piece of a comic here in the back of the book, Japanese manga comic strip that's kind of telling the story. Kind of cool. But that's like the bonus book, and this is the manual. I'll go ahead and show the manual real quick. Nothing real exciting, I guess. Characters: Alucard, Richter, Belmont, Maria, Death. It's like, we're not even going to bother writing that in Japanese. We'll just write Death in big English letters. And everything else is katakana. Lisa, Dracula himself. Well, yeah, this is, one of the most famous of all the Castlevania games. So, we're going to go ahead and check this one out. And I'll try to show you the stuff that, was kind of cut or non-released for the English version of this. So, let's check it out. Alrighty, here we go. The good old PS1 logo. and the happy dancing Konami thing, I guess is what that is. I have no idea. But yeah, we'll just do like a normal playthrough, and if you guys were worrying, I'm going to be cutting out any kind of backtracking, so this won't be long and monotonous like you think. It's just going to be straight going through, and any backtracking that needs to be done, I'll go ahead and just remove that. So in a way, you could use this as a walkthrough. Let's go with YSGuru. Although I guess that's a V. Looked like a U. Is that really a U? That is one weird looking U. Okay, YSGuru. Let's do this. Let's get it on! I always thought it was weird in this scene. The castle doesn't have very much, texture to it. There, it looks just like flat walls and look kind of a little fake. Seems like they could have put some texture on it. I love the now loading screen. I can mess with the letters. Although it doesn't stay very long, the loading screen's actually pretty fast in this version. Alright, prepare for some vampire butt kicking. And this time with good voice acting. Filled with emotion and drama.
滅びよ、ここはお前の住む世界ではない。私は自らの力で蘇るのではない。欲深な人間どもによって蘇るのだ。力が唯一の正義なのだからな。それはお前の勝手な言い草だ。人々は同じ信念のもとで求め合い、集い、そして歩んでいく。だが現に人間どもは欲望によって発展し、信仰によって統率されてきたではないか。人間は力だけでは統率できない。敬い、慈しむ心があるからこそ統率ができるのだ。くだらん。どちらが正しいか、死をもって分からせてやる。
That conversation is completely different in English. The English version, he didn't say any of that. It was completely different. The what is a man? A little dirty pile of secrets, or whatever it is. I mean, he did not even say that. Nor does Richter say, die, monster. Anyway, I can usually do this battle pretty easy, but I'm going to go ahead and throw the battle and take some damage, because I like having Maria come in. It's more interesting that way. And that music is epic. Now that's a scream of horror and death with good voice acting.
闇の神官シャフトの手によって復活したドラキュラ伯爵はリヒター・ベルモンドにより倒された。しかしそれから4年後の満月の夜、彼は謎の失踪を遂げた。行方を追って当てのない旅に出たマリア・ラーネットであるが、道中行く先を示唆するかのようにある事件が発生した。伝説では100年に一度しかよみがえるはずのないドラキュラ城が忽然と姿を現したのだ。時を同じくして一人の男にも異変が起きていた。彼の名はアルカール。かつてラルフ・シー・ベルモンドと共に父であるドラキュラを滅ぼした男だ。彼は自分の呪われた血を断つために自らその能力を封印し、覚めることのない眠りについたはずだった。だがその眠りは妨げられ、汚れしふるさとが復活したことを知った。そして今さまざまな思いを抱き、宿命の魂がドラキュラ城に集う。闇に浮かぶ月だけが真実を知るのか。
Oh yeah, so epic. I wish they gave me more time to play with the loading screen, but this game loads really fast. And just barely made it until the door closed. Now, a lot of people complain and whine, that as soon as Alucard loses his weapons, the game just becomes really hard. You can die easy. Let me get the music started here. But, basically you're supposed to do a little bit of leveling up instead of running straight through here. So, what I recommend doing is leveling up a few times on the first wolf. And he gives a decent amount of experience. And of course you can kill him in one hit because you got the strong stuff. Also you have a chance to get some armor if you're doing this, that you can equip right away after you lose your items. And yeah, I know there's a trick to avoiding death so that he doesn't steal all your equipment. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play the whole game legit. See, just like that. So, You know, just for a first tip, I recommend doing this. It's really fast. And it only takes a few seconds to step through here and one hit on him. After a while, it does feel really monotonous, but it only takes about, I would say, 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes to level up to about level 5. And then you'll have a much less, difficult time. Okay, so I cut myself out, doing that I was doing it for about 15 minutes, and I got up to level 5, which is pretty good. But yeah, like going through here and then having all your equipment gone, and then being at level 1 is, really tough. So, yeah, I just recommend leveling up there. I don't know why more players don't do that. It's a really easy spot to level up, and you might as well do it while you have the best equipment right here at the beginning. I guess it's not the best, but a really good set of equipment. And once again, don't worry, I won't be doing like tons of backtracking. I'll just be, jumping to wherever section we left off. And here he is. Death, my old friend. Alucard-sama, why have you come here to the castle? You're still the allies of humans. I would ask you to leave, or don't put your hand into what's going on here. Alucard said I can't do that. Well then, I guess I'll have to do this to teach you a lesson. So he basically takes all your stuff, and there is a way to avoid that, but it's a cheesy little bug, and I'm not doing any of that. I'm doing everything legit. So with just punching, it can be pretty tough, and you can die pretty quick, which is why leveling up right there is really good, and it honestly doesn't take very much time. Alrighty, let's put on our sword. Our cheapy little short sword. And, yeah, you probably should, you get one of these weak armor things too, if you did some leveling up. So right away you can equip a couple things. A couple potions too if you want. Don't have any special items. And there's the special stuff, time attack, sound mode, window color. Of course, the candles don't give me anything. It's like, whip a candle. There's supposed to be something in it. Hey, there's another sword. And our first save point. Let me see if this... That's two-handed. Yeah, it's not very good. I'll just go with the short sword. and jump into my coffin. Yeah, there's going to be some cool scenes in here with Maria. And she has, of course, excellent voice actress for her. And all the characters, of course. Unlike the American version. I don't know which is worse. I guess Biohazard's got to be the worst acting of any English game ever. Barry. Here's a lockpick. I think that you, the master of unlocking, should take it with you. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if they actually, translated word for word what was said in the original game. But for some reason, people are obsessed with, putting their own dialogue in. I've always wondered why that was. Like, oh, let's make it our own. So let's rename it. Let's rename the characters. Let's put our own dialogue in instead of the original. Because that's what's happening. Let's see, where shall we go? Okay. Guess we'll grab all the save points. Also, like the little corners and, extra stuff in the castle, I'll be cutting all that out. It'll just be direct main story. Straightforward, no backtracking. And I probably won't be doing the inverted castle. I'll show a little bit of it, and for fun I'm going to show the game's tutorial of all the bosses. So you'll get to see a boss rush of all the bosses. But I'm not going to be doing the inverted castle, because it's pretty much the same thing, just some new bosses, new enemies. But I will show the best ending. So we'll do the bad ending and the good ending. And there are several ways, to do the castle. You can do it certain areas first or certain areas last, whatever you want. So I'm going to kind of mix it up. Maybe do a route that most people don't do, just for fun. Just to show that how it could be done differently. But like I said, no backtracking, so hopefully this will be entertaining. I'm wondering if these sound effects that Alucard makes, are they just the same ones from the English version? Are they kept? Or does he sound different? With the and the hoo-ha. I'm curious to know, if any of you know in the comments, does he sound different? Or did they just leave the actual sound effects in? If he gets cursed or poisoned, he'll be, he'll say like, Nanda, which is kind of like, what the? So I'm not sure if in the English version he says, what the? Or if they just left it in and when he gets, poisoned, he says, Nanda. But the guy that plays Alucard is a really Excellent voice actor. And when we get to the library, there's a bonus thing there that's only in the Japanese version, and I'll show that to you guys. It's pretty cool. It's a commentary with all the characters, the voice actors and the voice actresses, and they leave a final kind of message for you for beating the game. It only appears when you finish the game and you're playing for a second time, which is what I'm doing here. This is a second playthrough from the start. And some of them have some pretty funny quotes and some messages for you, the player. And of course, they don't have that in the English release. Only in this version. Although I'm assuming the Sega one also has, or the Japanese Sega version also has it. I'm not quite sure all the differences. The only one I know for sure is you can play as, Richter and Maria in the Sega Saturn version of this one, but in the PlayStation one, which was released first, you can only play as Richter. So Maria is not playable in this, but it's not a big deal. I prefer her in Dracula X Rondo of Blood anyway. Okay, there's the blue door. We need the unlock gem to get through there. I did not mean to fall down that far. And I don't know why Japanese developers are obsessed with this back and forth jumping. Oh boy. Our first boss. Let's get it on! I like it. It's a nice touch. You got the bosses from Castlevania 4, some of the other games, also Dracula X. Better careful and save my axes here. I don't have a shield, but if you have a shield, this is a lot easier. Man, shoots way more of those than I thought. Sheesh. There we go. And a lot of people I've noticed online in some videos, they really complain about the game over screen in this game. It's like they hate the game over screen. I'm not going to mention any names, complaining and whining about it. But I don't think they understand the point of how it's supposed to be. In this game, you've got one life, and that's it. And so the game over screen and everything is intentionally long on purpose, because you're not supposed to die. If you die, you suck, and that's, game over. Just like in Alien, game over, man. It's game over permanently. That's it. It's all over. You're supposed to put down your controller, go outside, and play fetch with your dog. You died. So it's game over. That's the end. Forever. And so that's kind of why they made the ending game over, so dramatic and slow. And then you gotta, go to the main screen again and load your game. It's not like a game where you got, like Mario with 5 lives or 10 lives and you immediately start up again. They're trying to hint to you that that's it, you failed, there's no more. It's game over for good. Because you only get 1 life. So you should be careful. Not just run around willy-nilly, tapping the buttons rapidly. You need to strategically duck enemies and block enemies and okay, so I did a little bit of a cut there because I didn't want you to have to watch me walk all the way through the chemistry lab there, whatever it is. These enemies are great for Dark Metamorphosis because of all the blood that just spews out of them. All that blood for me to suck up. But yeah, in this game, game over, that's permanent. That's kind of what they're trying to get across, the developers. Game over is forever. You're dead, and that's it. Once you're dead, and it's 1 life. And so they have this nice, long, dramatic game over scene to kind of emphasize that you're done, and it's not an easy, let's retry real quick, It's just, you're dead. Go outside, take a break, come back in an hour and try again. You only have 1 life, and that's it. There are no retries. That's just kind of the feeling they want to give you with that dead end, or with that game over screen, I mean. So it was purposely done that way, to be nice and slow and monotonous, so that you'd feel frustrated and irritated that you died, and that's important because you're not supposed to die. Alucard has only 1 life. He is not a cat. And the game is completely over at that point. So yeah, those that complain about the game over thing, you just suck at gaming. I think it's kind of cool, actually, the game over screen. I'm not sure about the English version, but there are several different messages during the game over screen also. Ooh, attacked by a moving spirit table. A haunted table. Like there's a message from Maria when you have a game over occasionally, and there's just that game over creepy sounding guy, and I think there might be a message from Richter himself as well. So the game over screen can sometimes be different. But I have no complaints about it at all, because I understand kind of what the developers were going for. There's some interviews about it, and, information from the Japanese website if you're interested. And as always, I seem to find the dead ends. So, for those that have never played, I am heading to the library right now. Occasionally I'll pop the map up so you can see where I'm at. But I'm pretty sure everybody that's watching this has played this game already. It's such an iconic classic that I don't think I really have to make this as a walkthrough. Ugh, sucker punch to the face. Yeah, I know my hearts are maxed out. It's a habit for me to break every single, candle, lamp, whatever you've got. Just must break them all. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's not the way to go, so I'm heading back. Because we need to go straight across to the outer wall. Dang it. It's like the 5th time I've done that. Accidentally getting the knife instead of the axe. Or the holy water, I guess I've got now. Here we go. This is the way we want to go. Oh, man. Everybody loves or hates the imps. The most famous enemy, or hunchbacks, whatever you call them.
待ちなさい。あなた、闇の力を持ってるわね。
It's Maria.
人間のようだけど、この城に来た目的は何？
この城を消すことだ。
私と同じね。その言葉信じてあげるわ。私マリア、あなたは？
アルカードだ。
不愛想なのね。まあいいわ。生きてたらまた会いましょう。それじゃ失礼。
Those hunchbacks are good for dark metamorphosis too, because they always spew out lots of blood for Alucard. Alucard. Hey, don't be throwing bones at me. So the very first goal here, they force us to go through several areas in the castle. We need to get to the library and talk to the library owner, maintainer, whatever you want to call him. He's not really a librarian, but... Dang it. So yeah, when you start to get low on health in this game, you gotta be careful. Oh, there's another blue door. So, we'll have to go down a bit. Hey, like them apples. I destroyed all your spinny bone thingies. There's a chair here, but I don't... can't sit in these. There are some chairs that you can sit in. Here we go, this long hallway. Yeah, these guys are good for getting your health back too. Or girls, I guess. It's some kind of lovely girl attached to a beast. There's that eyeball outside the window watching me. They get away with quite a bit of nudity in this game. Where'd that eyeball go that was watching me outside the window? Oh, there he is. Still out there. Oh boy. These annoying stone curse. I guess that was a girl plant, because it screamed like a girl. That is one long corridor. Alrighty. Welcome to the outer wall. We are getting close to the library, which is our goal. Better save first, since we're about to fight ourselves, as I recall. We'll see you guys in the next one as we fight our doppelganger. Mata ne!